Let's jump right in. If you're a professional, whether you're a teacher, a doctor, a banker, an engineer, a marketer, or a farmer, this explainer is literally made for you. Artificial intelligence? It's no longer just some abstract tech locked away in a computer science lab. It's actually becoming this incredible, everyday tool across practically every single industry. So today, we're going to break down exactly what AI is, and more importantly, how it can help you become way more effective in your specific job.
But right off the bat, we've got to address the elephant in the room. Will AI replace your profession? It's super easy to feel that unspoken anxiety about machines taking over our jobs, right? We see them doing these mind-blowing things and naturally wonder, well, where do I fit in? But let's completely reframe that anxiety today. Throughout this explainer, we're going to look at AI not as your replacement, but as your highly capable assistant. It's a collaborative tool that handles the boring, routine stuff so you can focus on the complex, human stuff.
Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. 1. What is AI? 2. Core goals of AI. 3. AI in healthcare. 4. AI in business and finance. 5. AI in specialized fields. And finally, 6. Future-proofing your career. Let's get into it.
Section 1. What is AI? Demystifying artificial intelligence. Our source materials give us a wonderfully clear definition. Artificial intelligence is basically the simulation of human intelligence in machines. It's giving computers the ability to do things that normally require a human mind. Think about a human auto rickshaw driver navigating through crazy traffic. That driver is constantly taking in data, remembering shortcuts, predicting what other cars will do, and making split-second decisions. AI is the science of giving a machine that exact same ability, taking in massive amounts of data, recognizing patterns, predicting outcomes, and making intelligent decisions based on its environment.
Now, what's really interesting here is how we can ground the whole academic foundation of AI into a simple four-part matrix. It basically categorizes AI based on whether it's focused on thinking or acting, and whether it's doing so humanly or rationally. So it's not just about building a machine that mimics a human, it's also about building systems that act rationally to achieve a specific goal. Like making the absolute most logical move in a chess game, or calculating the precise, perfect trajectory for a robotic surgery.
Section 2. Core goals of AI. Why do we actually need it?
Well, there's a pretty stark contrast between human limitations and AI capabilities. As humans, we get tired, right? We make mistakes when we're exhausted. Plus, there are plenty of environments, like exploring the freezing deep ocean floor or sending rovers out into deep space, where human survival is at extreme risk. AI, on the flip side, is built for sheer accuracy and speed. It can process mountains of data to make rapid decisions with way fewer errors, and it can operate flawlessly in those hazardous conditions where we simply can't go.
So, the crucial takeaway here is that AI is completely out of the research labs and science fiction movies. You're already interacting with it every single day across all these different domains. Whether you're asking Siri or Alexa a quick question, trusting Netflix to recommend your next binge watch, relying on Google Maps to predict your commute traffic, or using Aadhaar-based authentication, AI is already seamlessly woven into our everyday lives to help us solve problems faster.
Moving right along to Section 3, AI in healthcare. Intelligent medical assistants.
The innovations happening here are literally life-saving. Let's rapid-fire through some incredible tools from our sources. IBM Watson is helping healthcare pros harness massive datasets to create highly customized well-being plans. Kensai takes current medical data to predict both clinical and financial hazards for entire hospitals. H2O.ai is actually mining health information to predict and recognize things like sepsis, which directly reduces mortality rates. And Prasia, they're using AI-powered image analysis to detect malignant disease cells, totally eliminating data bottlenecks in pathology labs. It's just breathtaking how AI can analyze medical images and predict risks at this massive scale.
But, and this next point is absolutely critical, AI supports healthcare professionals. It does not replace professional human judgment. An AI might flag a concerning shadow on an X-ray in 2 seconds flat, sure, but it is the human doctor who synthesizes that info, understands the patient's unique history, and makes the final medical call. AI acts strictly as a collaborative assistant.
Section 4. AI in business and finance. Smarter decisions.
If you're a business or marketing pro, AI is an absolute game changer, giving your industry a massive competitive edge. Let's look at the workflow. AI can instantly analyze vast, unimaginable amounts of shopper data and behavior. Then it uses pattern recognition to recommend associated products, sizes, or colors right to the consumer, making it a totally personalized experience.
Finally, it uses that exact same data to accurately forecast future business demand and sales. It essentially takes raw transaction data, runs a rapid analysis, and hands managers the brilliant insights they need to make much smarter decisions.
And the banking sector? It's basically a match made in heaven for AI. Finance relies on heavy data processing and rock-solid security. Today, AI drives automation across the whole board, from adaptive algorithmic trading to deploying smart customer support chatbots that literally never sleep. But more importantly, AI is absolutely crucial for data security. It powers UPI fraud detection, constantly scanning millions and millions of transactions in real time to instantly spot unusual patterns and protect your confidential data from cyber attacks.
Section 5. AI and Specialized Fields. Adapting AI to any job.
Honestly, no matter where you look, AI is shaking up the workflow. In education, a teacher can use AI to automate all that time-consuming grading, which frees them up to actually do what they love, teaching and interacting with students. In agriculture, a farmer can literally snap a picture of a leaf, and an AI can instantly detect crop diseases or use predictive analysis to estimate the season's yield. And in engineering and robotics, it's not just about physical robots on an assembly line anymore. It's about intelligent humanoid robots and advanced simulations predicting when a machine needs maintenance. And this whole concept extends everywhere. HR pros using it to filter resumes, marketers using it to personalize campaigns, the whole shebang.
Section 6. Future-proofing careers. Collaborating with AI.
One of our sources provides a defining statement here. Organizations can and ought to guarantee themselves to be future confirmation by actualizing AI advancements. Now, I know the phrasing there is a little technical, but what it boils down to is this. Organizations secure their future by adopting AI right now. For us as professionals, it means we've got to be versatile. Organizations don't have the huge barrier of cost to implement AI anymore, meaning it's going to become standard practice. We absolutely have to adapt to that change.
And that leads us to the ultimate takeaway for today. Listen closely to this. AI may not replace you, but a professional using AI may very well have a huge advantage over one who doesn't. AI is incredibly powerful, for sure, but isn't perfect. To use it responsibly, the world still needs human professionals to verify important info, protect confidential data, check for bias, and exercise real professional judgment. But if you learn to use AI for writing, analyzing data, and automating your routine busy work, you are going to be vastly more effective than a peer who refuses to adapt.
So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. We've seen exactly how AI acts as an incredible assistant in healthcare, finance, business, agriculture, law, media, and education. It's this brilliant tool just sitting there, waiting to be used. So, will you let AI intimidate you? Or will you take the reins, start learning responsibly today, and use it to completely future-proof your own career? The choice is entirely yours, but I promise you, the tools have never been more accessible. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to start exploring how AI can elevate your specific profession right away.